My name is Jory, and I'm one of the faculty from FCB cluster, and I'm teaching food technology program. So my talk for today is, are you ready to be a food technologist? Food tech is not a cooking class, or it's not a culinary program. All right, just want to make it clear, because a lot of people may think that, oh, we are just going to, cook in the kitchen, making all nice food for everyone to eat, but that's not really what food techs are doing. Okay, food technologists are doing. Even though, it's good that if you have certain culinary skills is going to be helpful for your roles. But as you can see, there are many more roles as a food technologist, from food microbiology and safety. It can be on nutrition as well. You can go into the food sustainability and policy or regulatory affairs, formulation and characterization. I believe many of you choose to be food technologists because you love to formulate new products and make new products like this, new product development as well. Or some, you may want to go into the food engineering and processing. Or if you don't really want to go into the labs, right, you can also go into the marketing and management in the food companies. You can, with your knowledge of food science and technology, it really helps for the company to do more things in marketings, and as well as quality control and assurance. So this is not an exhaustive list. The food tech program in SIT is a combination of science, engineering, and business. So you will learn not just the science of, for example, the chemistry, microbiology. You will also be learning quite a number of modules related to engineering, like food production, food engineering, manufacturing, as well as there will be a business element. All right, so it's a combination of science, engineering, and business with applied learning pedagogy. So whereby the students, you will learn about problem solving, diversity, collaboration, and industry practices. So it's really to equip the students for applied learning. And this is the curriculum structure. So for this academic year, we are going to enroll direct entry year 2. So only for those who have articulated diploma in food science from Nanyang Poly, Singapore Poly, or Temasek Poly. And you'll start from year 2 with all the core subjects, and as well as in the year 3 trimester 1. And in the year 3 trimester 2, you will have product development project, or our capstone project as well. And there will be food tech project in trimester 3, so it's like an honors project or final year project. And in the final year, you will spend 1 full year for IWSP. Okay, I'll talk more in details about what IWSP is, which is our internship program. And after that, you will graduate. Okay, and as part of IWSP, there will be capstone projects as well to be done in the companies. So you'll spend 3 years and you will graduate with a Bachelor of Food Technology with honors. And this is what some of the subjects or modules that you will learn. So it's really a multidisciplinary degree program. There'll be microbiology and safety, chemistry and stats, engineering and processing, food packaging, formulation and characterization. There'll be a module on nutrition and food choice, regulatory, quality control and assurance, as well as product development. This is just some examples of some of the modules to be taken in the food tech program. Another highlights about this program, which is similar across SIT program, is IWSP, or Integrated Work Study Program. Is basically an internship program, but this is really a flagship program of SIT, whereby the students typically spend around 8 months to 1 year in industry. And for food tech program, you will spend 1 year for your IWSP. And why the IWSP is unique? Because through IWSP, we are preparing our students to be industry ready, whereby there will be job scope that is based on real work environment. So you'll be attached in different companies to do the real work. And there will be a real job application experience. And there will be active mentoring by faculty. So you will have academic supervisor from SIT, and you will also have the industry supervisor from the companies. And there will also be active learning by integrating knowledge and practice. As the name suggests, it's integrated work-study program, so there will be work element. These are some of the companies that we have been working with and where we send our students to. And there will be study component. So you will not just be working, but as part of your IWSP, there will be various components, like you need to conduct your own independent study on certain topics. You will have to do improvement projects, and at the end, you will need to submit reflection reports on what you have learned during your IWSP. And it's also allow the students to apply knowledge at the workplace. So the students will sharpen their problem-solving skills by working on improvement project at their workplace, using knowledge that is taught in one of the module called Industrial System Improvement. Okay, they help to investigate problem faced by industry and offer practical solution as part of their applied learning education. So these are our previous students who went for the IWSP. In fact, there are quite a number who also managed to secure jobs, all right, because they perform so well during the IWSP and the companies really like the performance, so they managed to secure the job, and once they graduate, they continue to work with those companies. And now I'd like to share with you what are some of the applied learning elements that we incorporate into our programs. So this is an example. Either we brought the students to the companies for visit and to find out more about the company, the products, and so on. We also invited some industry speakers from different companies to talk to our students about the company, and some bringing samples, do some demonstration. And in various modules, we also try to incorporate applied learning. One of them, for example, in year 2, in food chemistry module, we get the students to discover, undiscover, and rediscover of certain product formulation, all right, in line with SIT DNA of learn, relearn, and unlearn, right? We also want the students to do something with food chemistry. So not just learning about protein, carbohydrates, water, fats, right? But so what is the impact? Okay, another example, in the year 3, it is to sharpen the technical and soft skills through food tech project. This is actually a so-called a research project whereby the student apply the knowledge to research on food tech topic independently. So it's an individual project while sharpening project management skill. And at the end, they have to come out with the poster, and there will be exhibition to showcase their results. And some projects are with companies as well. And there will be innovative food design and development. This is a project module whereby students are required to develop an innovative food product. And many of them, we partner with companies to develop products based on the project scope given. And the products at the end are showcased in a manner similar to industry trade show. And these are some examples of the products that developed by our final year students last year. So there were 11 groups, and we worked with around 9 companies. And the scope of the project ranged from utilization of the waste of kale or vegetable. We work with urban farming company. And then this one is chocolate base. This one we work with a dairy company to come up with a baking mix powder. And as you can see, it's really varied, and typically you're working with different companies. All right, so there were 11 groups last year. And we also have our Best Food Product Awards. All right, and these are the top 3 winners, okay, who won the first prize, second prize, and the third prize, respectively. And not only that, the group also took the challenge to join a competition. We have what we call as Maple Tree Challenge. It's also an annual challenge conducted in SIT, sponsored by Maple Tree. And it's to be done across SIT, across programs. And our student managed to be the first runner-up winner, or they won a silver prize. And they also took part in the Alternative Protein and Food Tech Show last year. So, the next one is lab facilities. So in our Dover campus, we are equipped with various laboratories that you'll be exposed to. Okay, from unit ops lab, food analytical product development lab, food microbiology, food chemistry, even sensory evaluation lab, as well as our food pilot plant that is equipped with different equipment for upscaling and with all other equipment. I think I want to highlight that this is the uniqueness of the food tech program that we have, because through food technology, we want to equip our students not just working in the labs only, but also that you are ready to handle all the, all this processing equipment that, because when you go into manufacturing, many times what you do in the lab and when you upscale it into manufacturing scale, it may be different. So this is the pilot scale whereby the students also need to optimize the formulation, optimize the processing parameters, and so on. If you want to have a more overseas exposure, don't worry, we have a few options, either for you to participate in the overseas exposure program, or what we call as OEP, whereby the students spend a short period of time, can be weeks to months, to go to other universities to be exposed, and it's like an exchange, but it's more like for you to know more about that university. Okay, and another option is to complete the IWSP at overseas company. So it's practically an IWSP, but it's at the overseas company, so we call it OIWSP. And you can do that in the year 4. So we are currently also building some collaboration with various companies in different parts of the world. And this is just an example of the OEP program done by one of our graduate, Ernest. He went to Chiang Mai University in 2019. Okay, so this is an experience by Ernest. Another option, like I've mentioned earlier, is OIWSP. So these are just some examples of 2 of our students who went to different companies. And across the board, SIT graduates achieve healthy employment outcomes and higher starting salaries. Right? So, so a lot of programs have a very good employment rate, including food tech. And this is just all across SIT. More than 9 in 10 graduates were employed within 6 months, with more than 80% employed in full-time permanent jobs, and higher starting salaries for the class of 2022. And for food tech alone, this is the latest data that was published by MOE, that more than 80% get the full-time permanent employment, and more than 90% are employed within 6 months. And this is the salary. And this number is not just the recent year only, but it has been quite consistent throughout the years since our first batch of graduates. And our alumni at the moment are all over companies, right? These are some examples of the companies where our alumni are working at the moment. Of course, the list are more. This is just an example. And in fact, there are many success stories of our alumni. So even after they graduated, they still make an impact, right? So this is our first batch of graduates, whereby they joined a competition called Big Food Debate Challenge, and they won the first and second prizes. Okay, so these are 2 different teams. So they won the first prize and second prize, and this is the products that were produced by the first winner, which is, the high protein sweet and savory spreads for elderly. Okay, and just recently, I think this is from last year. Okay, another batch of our alumni, they took part in the IUFOS competition, and they won the best presentation and display during that competition. So we're really proud of our alumni as well. So they continue to have success stories even after they graduated from the program. So that's all for my talk today. Thank you for your attention. And I really look forward to seeing you and welcoming you to SIT.